Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, folks, and welcome to episode 24 of Geist the Sin Eater Second Edition, Second Chances. Hello, folks, and welcome to episode 20. Sorry about that. We're trying to get the robot stuff to stop. Anyway, this is episode 24. Um, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Today is Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. What have you been doing for the last 3 days? Who wants to go first?
Jeff, you want to go first? Tibbs, you want to go first?
I got this. All right. So for the last 3 days, we started off with me going and bothering our changeling friends. That is to say, Screamer, Lucerne, etc., about breaking into the killer's basement. Next time we detect that he's out of the house, help us locate notes, tools, that fucking runic knife that Jacques says he has. Since their magic is different from his and they're able to flee undetected via any door, they've got a better chance of getting away than any of our stealth options do because he can see ghosts, so the shroud wouldn't help. And any of our ghost friends might risk getting devoured. And they were like, yeah, sure, as long as you come along to protect us. And we're like, okay. So that's probably what we're doing today. Um, Then I talked to our historian about coming along to see the Fall of Whispering Peaks 1.0 and serve as a lifeguard, i.e., shake someone awake if things are getting dangerous, because we take on the actor condition and think we're them for a significant part of the evening. Might want to put yourself on mute next time you do that. And the big game, baby! We're pulling out all the stops. We give it our all, and we cheat with our ghost powers like there's no tomorrow. And well, we won, baby! It determined whether we'd be going to the county playoffs. This is the team I'm coaching, not the team I'm in. Whispering Peaks High School's junior varsity team versus the prep academy. With my coaching, the team is doing much better. Almost good enough, but a few strategic haunts and manifestations causes Whispering Peaks High School to win. Barely. But you know what? Doesn't matter how big your lead is as long as it exists. So we're going on to the playoffs, baby!
Alrighty, who's
Speaking of
next?
people who had a significant victory this week, why don't you go on, Tips?
So, finally got the world record in the speed run that I've been working towards this entire time here. So, managed to let's see here. Managed to squeak out a world record in Celeste by 0.25 seconds. So,
Damn.
though there was someone in chat spamming that they know me like in person, and they called me out on seeing a ghostly orb on my stream. So I need to see who I can track, see if I can track down who this Melvin person is. I also continued to preach with the Chosen of Mammon. I'm hoping that I can start pushing them towards this new philosophy to get them to basically be reinvesting in Whispering Peaks. And on my last day, I was looking into Tiberius Kennison. Basically seeing if I could track down his grave. Not too much because there's not much because his body was never found, but see, there was a grave dedicated to him in the old cemetery by his teenage daughter who had been left in Denver. It and the rest of the old graves dug at the time were the first graves to set up in the graveyard. So we need to go to the oldest parts of the graveyard, see what we can find. Essentially.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Kerrigan is dying in the hallway for attention. All right.
Let her in.
The door is open. She found a spring.
She needs somebody to sit in the hallway and throw a spring for 15 to 20 minutes.
So, Nathan decided to go about a whole bunch of different things. And Nathan has realized that we're not exactly the good guys here. We are, however, trying to survive, and any means will do. So day one, he decided to go talk to the Hungry Eye about his tarot deck. He went down, sees the eye. It's pretty easy for us to get into the pit now. And the eye reminisces about his tarot deck. He says that it was his faithful companion for many years of dealing with dangerous and stubborn ghosts, and it only got better, he snickers, after he bound a ghost to it who was too useful to eat. As to its location, he shrugs that the police probably took it off him after they gunned him down for the last time. For the last time being weirdly accurate and kind of creepy. Day two, Nathan decided to curry a little favor, and he went down to purchase vegetables and fruits and herbs from the local farmers and farmers market, and he's going to start making a weekly delivery down to Cookie. He'll stay to dice and mash or, chop whatever as needed. And Cookie is mildly shocked at our largesse. And when I say largesse, I mean I spent like $8, but you can get a lot at a farmer's market for $8. While foods from the living world don't nourish a ghost's essence, they do actually have real flavor and are a perennial favorite. This type of merchandise is practically impossible to find reliably in the underworld. So hopefully that curries us a little more favor and brings Cookie a little higher up in the rank in that guild. And day 3, we found out that there are fucking underworld cartographers. So I decided to go talk to one and buy a map to determine an appropriate dig site. This will help with other things down the road as well. And I didn't tell them why we were buying the map, but that is why I bought the map. The representative of the Cartographers Guild, Ortelius, says that while the guild does in fact sell maps, what he wanted from me in trade was a detailed accounting of the dead dominion called Metamelomai, which, if you guys don't remember, is where we went, the dominion of basically regrets. The giant prison where you locked yourself in and you had your own key. He took extremely thorough notes and sketched up a very vivid and detailed map of Metamelomai, making adjustments here and there where needed. And when he's satisfied, he opens a safe and takes out a map of the underworld from a sheaf of them. He put it onto the table, recreated Metamelomai on the world map where it would be based on my memories, and gives it to me. So, that was Nathan.
Alrighty, so that covers what everyone did in their downtime. So let's get started. Again, today is Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. Where are you and what are you doing?
Well, before we head off on today's adventure, I was hoping to snag the two of you to a little address where we're just passing along a message.
Ah, right, your Sixth Sense moment.
Yes. I was swarmed by a bunch of ghosts who had a bunch of quests for me, and after talking to the ghost a few times, I did find out that the ghost I was talking to is Mrs. Hutchinson. And
I think we may need to change the channel that the dice roller window is on, because a horse is not a dice.
It could be.
Usually.
Sorry, I forgot. There's a reason I had my phone out, and I was like, no, I can't use my phone during game, but I have to use my phone during game. But a horse is not just a horse. He is a horse. He is a horse.
It's nice that I'm not the only one who's made that mistake on air.
So Mrs. Hutchinson was the name of the ghost, and she gave me the first name of her daughter, and tells you that the deed is on top of the closet. So I would like to go to Iris, whatever Nee Hutchinson, the house, and let her know that the deed is on top of the closet.
Okay. So you guys come up to the address. It is a small one-story sort of starter house kind of deal. Yellow stucco, nothing truly remarkable. The car is in the driveway, so she's probably home.
Cool, I knock on the door.
I'm going to be nearby but not in front of the door because I'm going to be real with you. A guy my size standing directly in front of the door doesn't read friendly visit. It reads, I am here for your kneecaps or your money.
Fair enough.
But I am here if shit gets heated and you need help.
All right. After a couple minutes of waiting, no one comes to the door.
Hey, Lex.
Yeah?
You know what would be a really useful ability right now?
Walking through the wall?
Walking through the wall.
So, I think we're gonna need to go around back so that my body isn't just like, insensate out here.
I go grab your or we could take you to the car.
Oh yeah, that's smart. So we go get in the car, and then I jump out of my body. What do I need to spend for the call? Not the call.
The shroud.
The shroud. Don the shroud. 1 to 4 plasm instant, and I roll synergy plus shroud.
And remember, if you remotely believe you could fail that roll, you could add turning a key to it, but I know your dice, so probably not.
1 success.
See, I was trying to give me a second. I'm looking at haunt conditions. There we go. The shroud haunt condition. You do not need to eat, sleep, or breathe. You cannot be blinded or deafened by non-supernatural means. This condition also has a number of charges equal to the plasma spent when activating the shroud. How many dots do you have in the shroud?
I have 1 dot.
Okay, so you don't get any bonuses from having further dots in there. So, so that means you can use a charge to enter Twilight for a number of turns equal to your shroud rating. And you asked for 4 turns, correct?
Yes.
All right. So you've made your rolls. And what did you get?
I got 1 success.
Good enough. Congratulations, you have successfully activated the shroud. You can feel prom queen settle onto you and drape over you like a sheet. Can you describe what you? I think we've done this before, but it's been a while. Can you describe what you look like when you don the shroud?
To those of us that can see you.
Oh, this is my death form, right?
Yeah, this is you as a ghost.
Nathan looks perfectly normal, except for the single small gunshot wound to his head and the very missing back of his head.
Oh, you did one of these, huh?
I mean, if you're gonna Russian roulette, you gotta Russian roulette.
Okay. So, this being said, from here on out, you're going to be doing a little bit of an investigation. So, the issue here is that you are on a time limit, as you have told the changelings to meet you at the area that you're going to find them, right?
Yes.
All right. So
we're
let's
going to
see.
the video store because doesn't matter where we leave from.
All right. Well, that doesn't change the time limit thing.
Mm-hmm.
So could I ask everyone to make a dexterity plus athletics roll together?
Oh my.
Sure.
I do need to.
Or if you guys don't want to roll for teamwork, you can simply roll from the crew sheet.
All right. Dex plus athletics. All right. Straightforward question. Is there snow on the ground?
Sure.
All right. My skates can move on any frozen surface, and I'm pretty good at, maintaining a certain thing, so I'm just moving at a clip. Because hockey, baby.
One success.
Right.
No success.
4 successes.
All right. You get a total of 9 rounds to accomplish this.
Okay.
All right.
That a round being all 3 of us getting in action?
Excuse me. 9 turns.
All right. Well, Lex, you're going to be primarily taking these turns because you're
So
able to
9
actually enter.
turns, 3 rounds.
Okay. I go into the house.
All right, so you're going. Are you going to break in, or are you going to enter Twilight?
I already donned the shroud.
Yes, but you have to spend a charge to enter Twilight.
You spend a certain amount of time in Twilight after using a charge. So,
You spend 1 round in Twilight after using a charge. Otherwise, you're standing around, perfectly visible.
Okay, then I'm gonna enter Twilight. Sorry, I thought donning the shroud was entering the Twilight.
Nope.
That is dumb.
Donning the
are-
shroud gives you the ability to enter Twilight.
you
Like
are
having the
currently a
gun-
manifested ghost.
So think of it like this. Having a gun gives you the ability to shoot it.
Gotcha. Okay.
This, if you remember, this is how it worked when we were in that at house.
Right, this is how I become a physical ghost, and then my ghost can enter incorporeal.
Yep. So,
Yep. And-
Tibleth,
Yes.
I need a turn out of you after they've gotten a look at the place.
Okay.
Find a security system if there is one, and get control of it, hacker boy.
Okay.
And I'm going to wander the perimeter when it's my turn, because I can do that very quickly.
All right. Can we not pre-take turns? Lex's turn is still ongoing.
No, I was just planning. We were just planning before we went on.
Fair enough. All right, Lex, are you looking to enter at a specific place, or are you just going to walk in where you can?
I'm just gonna walk in the closest point to the car.
All right. That would take you into the kitchen. The kitchen is absolutely stacked with tons of dirty dishes. It looks like a dish hasn't been done in days, maybe even a week. There's bits and pieces of partially eaten food here and there. Mostly ramen, quick sandwiches, hot pockets, things like that.
Question, is the power on?
The power's on, yes.
Okay.
You also notice a handful of empty bottles here and there.
Okay. Is there anyone in here?
No,
Are there any
the kitchen is
sounds?
otherwise empty. You can hear a very soft groaning from the back of the house.
I head towards the groaning.
All right. Going through the house, and skipping right towards the source of the groaning, you find a young woman in her late 20s, early 40s, in her underwear, surrounded by bottles, slumped over the toilet, semi-conscious and groaning between occasional bouts of vomiting.
Iris. Iris.
All right, so what are you attempting to do here?
I'm attempting to talk to her.
While still a ghost.
Yes.
Give me a moment.
I
You're
can
in Twilight.
I can de-twilight if need be.
You'll want to physically hide first, though.
Nah. She's drunk. She doesn't have a gun near her, right?
That will require a perception roll.
Perception is wits plus composure.
Yeah, that's reflexive, so I'll allow it in addition.
Also, I think just because you come out of the Twilight doesn't mean you drop the shroud, so you still look like a ghost at the very least.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. That
But
is true.
recognizably, at least a little bit, you know,
Mhm.
him.
I'm just checking to see if you can talk from Twilight without needing a manifestation.
Gotcha. Kerrigan, it's a very nice spring. Go play in the living room.
You like me to go deal with that?
It's fine. She's. Yeah.
All right. Be right back, everybody.
Bear with me, please.
No
Yeah.
rush. While you're doing that, I'm just going to kind of explain a little bit of my motivation. I look like a ghost. She's flat on her ass drunk. Pretty sure I could just be like, Iris, your dead mother said the deeds on top of the closet, and then phase through a fucking wall and just be done.
All right, after looking through what I can regarding this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to rule that in order to talk from Twilight, you would need to use a manifestation or Numina.
Okay.
And the ones that you get that would allow you to do that are part of the 3-dot haunting presence area of this, because that gives you with 3 plasm spend the option to use a handful of Numina or manifestations while in Twilight, including image and sign and hallucination.
Okay. So I will drop Twilight for the moment.
All
I
right,
did
you
get
may.
2 on that perception roll to see if she has a weapon.
She is not armed.
Thing? Fuck.
All right, so you're going to leave Twilight early.
Yes.
All right, you do so, revealing yourself in your gory, ghostly glory to this young lady. Iris looks up at you, her bleary eyes not quite registering what she's looking at.
Iris.
Continue.
You're allowed to talk back. I'm a ghost. I can hear. Hello?
You're going to need to make a roll
Oh.
if you're going to try to impart any information to her.
She's
Press-
riggedy wrecked.
How about... Actually, I am no longer in Twilight, right?
Nope.
Do I see
You are
a
no longer in
closet?
Twilight.
You said she's in the bedroom?
She's in the bathroom.
She's in the bathroom. I look around at the bedroom. Is there a closet?
Yeah, there is a bedroom in the a closet in the bedroom, not the other way around.
Cool. I look on top of it.
All right, so you're not going to attempt to communicate with her.
I will in a minute, but it's going to be easier if I can just hand her this shit, because then she can't be
Or at
like...
least point where it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the closet is a door in a wall. So simply by looking at it, you're not quite sure what she means by on top of the closet.
Well, stick your head through.
Okay. I re-enter Twilight for another plasma.
Well, no, you don't have to spend plasm. You've already spent plasm on the charges.
Okay.
But you are now down 2 charges.
Yeah.
All right. So you stick your head inside. Give me another perception roll.
All right.
Having taken 2 reflexive actions, I'm going to say that this will be the end of your round. I mean, end of your turn.
Okay. 1 success.
1 success is a success. Sticking your head into the closet, you take a look around. It's a small walk-in closet about 3 feet deep, with various shelves lining the area. You do notice that above the door jamb of the walk-in closet door, there is a small cubby about 6 inches deep.
And can I see into it?
That will have to wait for your next round, next action. All right, who's going next?
Yo.
Alrighty. So what are you going to do, Ty?
I figure just having a layout of the place is going to be good for us, so I'm just going to take a quick skate around the exterior and get to know how the house is laid out. See if there's anything obvious like a second floor, a basement, some external bits, any sign of what rooms are through the windows. I'm basically getting us an external mapping.
All right.
I would say perception roll?
That's a little bit more technical than simply perception. Give me a sec.
Wits plus investigation.
That sounds like it would work. Yeah.
All right. Remember, you always need one die in investigation. Nope. It's not how that went.
Well,
2 successes.
yeah, I forget that you got willpower to reroll sometimes. All right.
I
So,
got 5 of the damn things. I'm gonna use them.
taking a good look around the house at high speed. This is a pretty small starter home. There is a bedroom for 2, a living room, a kitchen, a hall closet, a bedroom closet attached to the bedroom, a bathroom attached to the bedroom, and that's it.
All right.
All right. Ethan, it's your role now.
Alrighty. Do I actually need to worry about the security or anything like that here? Like actually, uh, I'll do the boneyard covering the property and see if I can see this, what's in this cubby that you mentioned.
All right. You know your roles.
Yep. Give me a sec here. Boneyard plus 4. Yeah, that's fine. Two successes. So,
All right. How many plasm are you spending on the boneyard? And what's your rank again?
so I have full boneyard. Let's see here. Yeah. So I think I only need to do yeah. So I don't need to spend anything on the size because the base is like a warehouse or a parking lot. But I do want to shift my perspective around a few times to track down where this cuppy is.
All right, Boneyard doesn't actually have charges, so that's fine.
Or you know what I mean.
But you can
Yeah.
use you can purchase an enhancement at any time.
Yeah.
So you want to raise the Boneyard and use the enhancement to look into the closet?
Yeah. The eyes of the painting. The sinew, yeah.
Alrighty, well, you made your roll, and you don't need to roll to move your awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You move your awareness to where to where to where Nathan is poking around in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see that in that small cubby there is a small fireproof box, a little smaller than a shoebox, that just barely fits in there in such a way that it's not visible from looking up at it from the usual place where someone would if they were walking into the closet. Essentially, this is the kind of thing that you would have to know is there to find, or you'd have to be randomly poking around in the wall up there.
Okay. Can I do one more thing, or is that my turn?
You made a regular roll, but depending on what you want to do, you might be able to sneak in a reflexive action.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna see if I could marionette that box out on and have it fall onto the floor, but that's
Yeah,
the next turn.
that wouldn't be a reflexive action. Those are usually like, like countering, reacting,
Yeah,
mental stuff, things like that.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so 3 turns burned. Before we come back around to Nathan, Iris continues staring bleary-eyed as the spectral form of Nathan turns around and goes into the closet, getting a full show of the exit wound. After 2 or 3 seconds of deliberation, Iris starts screaming at the top of her lungs and throwing bottles at the foot of the toilet at Nathan.
You are, man.
Shit! Okay, calm down. Calm down. I'm just dead. It's fine.
Now, of course, since you did put on the since you did use another charge of the shroud, they weren't able to hurt you, but it's very clear that she knows you are here and is alarmed.
Can she? She can't see me now. I leave the closet, go back into the bedroom where she can see me, untwilight, and say, "You need to stop this. You cannot hurt a ghost with a bottle. I'm trying to give you good news."
Presence plus persuasion -5, please.
6, 11. Can I count my de-escalation?
Yes.
-5. Three successes.
As drunk as she is, she stops for a moment, swaying gently with an armful of vodka bottles.
The deed is in the closet. The deed is in the closet. And then, because drunk people are much more susceptible to jingles and mnemonics in case she gets sober and doesn't really remember this. The deed is in the closet, the closet, the closet. The deed is in the closet, way up top.
All right. Ty, your turn.
What you up to, Ty?
Gosh, I don't really have a lot of useful things I can be doing. I don't want to do a Memoria right now. I think that's a real waste of everyone's time. Is there any way I can skip my turn? Because I think at this point I'm just back in the car and maybe having a snack waiting for this to resolve.
Why don't you think you can contribute?
Because the only haunt I have that could contribute something to the situation is the Memoria, but that would be a huge waste of time, being that we actually know where the thing is.
Wait, how long does it take to do? Because you can just show her, right?
I could show her the events of her mother dying. I don't know if that has anything to do with where the deed is, or if the placing of the deed would be a significant moment leading up to her mother's death. So I don't even have a guarantee it would help.
And Tibbs is about to marionette it anyway, so keep a lookout.
If you
I'm
really
sitting
want
in
to
a
do,
car.
okay. If you want to do nothing, we'll say that you enter the car, and that is
I
bringing
tell you
it
what,
back over to.
I'm going to put myself up for a prepared action. Here's a good use of my turn. If anyone starts screaming whose voice I recognize, I move.
Okay, fair enough. Tibbs, what is Ethan doing?
I'm going to marionette the lockbox and have it just fall on the floor of the closet.
Alrighty. Roll for marionette. Synergy plus marionette.
3 successes.
All right, and are you just spending the one plasm for activating it?
Yeah.
Well, it's small enough that yeah, you wouldn't have any trouble doing that. One strand of ectoplasm manifests and draws the little fireproof box out of its cubby before promptly dropping it and disappearing. Okay. Iris is swaying somewhat more. She responds to all this excitement by dropping the bottles of alcohol and going into the living room, where she falls face first in a pile of open mail sitting on the couch and passes out.
May I suggest taking a moment and leaving a sign here in the more mundane sort of way?
Yes. I am physical now, correct?
Did you drop the out of Twilight again after? Well, it wouldn't matter. At the end, the round is over. So yeah, you are now physical again.
Perfect. I am dropping the shroud. I am going to pick up the box, put it on the table, the coffee table, right next to the couch, take one of those opened pieces of mail, just the envelope, the ripped open envelope, find a pen or a pencil or something to write with, lipstick, and I'm gonna write, Iris, deed inside, love mom. And leave it on top of
Question.
the fucking...
Is the lockbox Locked.
Yes.
Okay. Marionette.
Yep.
You are able to see inside the lockbox. Pull the tumblers.
Oh, smart.
We don't need to interact with the lock.
Give me a second here. Can I use the marionette to unlock it?
You can see inside because you've got the boneyard up still, right?
Yeah.
You just have to line the tumblers up.
The most traditional way of safe cracking is getting a camera through the door and just physically moving the tumblers into place.
How much marionette do you have?
2.
Oh, I thought you
2.
got 5.
He needs to get through today before he can have the bunch.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. I think you would just need to pay the 1 plasm for interacting with a new object.
Mm-hmm.
And the 1 plasm for moving your point of view. After that, I'll allow you to do it with a dexterity plus larceny roll.
Okay. So it's 1 success to activate the marionette, and you.
All right, so this round, getting it straight, Lex has moved the box into the living room.
And written a note.
All right. Ethan has is attempting. Well, you got 1 success, right?
For the marionette.
All right. Roll your lock picking roll then.
Okay, and then lockpicking.
I'm so glad you've got this under control, Tibbs. Nice.
3 successes.
All right. You're able to unlock it, which leaves us with 1 action remaining, and that is Tibbs. I mean, not Tibbs. Jeff. Ty. Sorry.
Sounds like everyone's got this sorted.
Hey, can you
Alright.
do me a favor and just Google this woman? Iris Hutchinson?
Yeah. So this is gonna be a shit ass roll, but wits plus academics.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Or wits plus computers.
Well, I was trying to sell the one where I had dice left, so
Okay.
because at wits plus computer I have a 0. All right. 1 success.
Okay.
All right. So let's narrate what's going on, and we'll do it in sequence. So, Nathan opens up one of the envelopes. It is a letter from Whispering Peaks Community Bank that is stamped with urgent final notice. Since you didn't really read, you just see some glances at what's on there. Something about an outstanding mortgage, and you see what looks like the actual signature of the CEO and owner of the bank, not a stamp or print. You wouldn't know who that is, considering that you're a teenager.
Yikes.
You write your note on the back of it. Ethan, with by combining the boneyard and the marionette, has a front seat view to the tumblers in the lock, making picking the lock of the fireproof box more akin to a video game mini game than actual lock picking. He's shortly able to open it. Having an eidetic memory, you can see that this deed is written up and was signed about 2 years ago, showing that a Eileen Hutchinson was the sole owner as of 2 years prior.
So wait, the
So-
bank's trying to charge her for the house that is already fully owned?
Yes.
That sounds like fraud to me.
So Ty Googles the name and sees a mix of results for Iris Hutchinson and Iris Brownstone. The most useful thing you can really see here, beyond some semi-outdated personal records from various sites that sell people's info, is that she is listed as part of the faculty of Whispering Peaks Elementary, as in under the title Nutrition Specialist, Cafeteria, Monday through Friday.
She was the lunch lady.
Okay, so we've
All
just
right.
done some genuine good in the world. I feel great about this.
Yep.
Do you have any lawyer friends, rich dude? Because this is an open and shut case with that document.
Yep.
Just saying, you might make a friend by sending them their way for some free money.
So you've had your nine
I thought that
turns.
was 6.
No, this is the third round, isn't it?
Second.
Yeah, this was the second round.
Nope.
Because the first round, the first round, Ty skated
got
around.
into the house. You got into the house, and then you investigated the closet.
No, I got through that on the first turn. He wouldn't let me see what was in the cubby on the first turn. I had to wait for the second.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the second turn, I left the cubby to Tibbs and went to talk to her, and she threw bottles at me, so I materialized. Oh, you're right. Fuck. Balls.
So
No, because wait, because I did the first turn I did boneyard. Second turn I did the marionette.
And the third turn, you did the marionette again.
And third, okay, yeah, gotcha.
okay, so this has been your 9 rounds.
Yep.
9 turns, 3 rounds. If you wish to meet up with the changelings on time, you need to go now. If
Yep.
you want to stay here, you may do so.
Nathan walks out the front door, closing it behind him.
All right. So back in the car, and you're gonna meet them at the video store, right?
Yes.
The Scream Shack.
The Scream Shack.
All right. You pull up into the parking lot. As usual, other than Lucy's car, it's basically empty. The only other people in the area are a couple of freshmen from the local high school smoking weed discreetly near the alleyway. Within, in the manager's office, you can find Lucy, Screamer, and Gus, both, all three, sort of milling around nervously, chatting about what they're getting themselves into today.
Hey there. So, thank you for agreeing to do this. Gus, I am very grateful to see you. I would like you to not go today.
Gus takes a deep breath and says, "Are you sure, kid? I'm sure there's lots of things you could do with an honest to goodness ghost here."
This guy eats ghosts, and we
I
don't
want
want
to
you
talk to
there.
you about who we are seeing today. So he is an eater of ghosts. That is his whole thing. I forget what the technical name. Ectophage. His cuisine, the ritual he has to perform to gain power, is grabbing a ghost with his bare hands and tearing them apart with his teeth. And he nearly did that in about 2 minutes to a friend of ours who barely survived. I'm not sure I could repeat that trick again, and Lucerne would never forgive me.
Lucerne chips in and says, I remember what happened to that John Walker guy. Stay here, Gus. Or at least somewhere out of the way.
If you want to be helpful, here's what you can do. Can you get altitude? I've never actually asked.
Gus actually bites his lip here and says, I don't think I've ever really tried it,
If you
but I don't see why not.
If you can, get, a couple stories up above the building. Tibbs. Sorry. Tibbs' character's name. Ethan.
Yep.
Sorry, I was going to do it out of character, and then I realized in character would work just as well. Ethan, you know what car he drives by now?
Yeah, I have the license
You've been
plate
watching
memorized.
the fuck out of this guy. Describe his car to the man in question.
I start to go into excessive detail, but then I pull back and give him the make, model, color, and any notable deviations from standard.
All right.
If you see that coming towards the house, I'm pretty sure you can get to Lucerne real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Or communicate with them in some way. Do that. Or make some sort of problem happen. I don't know. Just don't get anywhere near him.
Gus shrugs. All right, if that's what you want, kid.
The reason we asked you guys for help is because you can get away no matter what happens. We're happy putting our skin in the game, but I don't want to see any of my friends get eaten because, one, I actually care about the people in my life a lot, especially you, Gus. You were there when we had nothing. And two, he gets stronger every time he does it. I don't want to lose a fight because he ate a friend of mine. I'm already not ready to fight him. I am already having to do some obscene shit to be able to square up against him in hand-to-hand combat for just long enough for these guys to do something that actually matters. Tyus' eyes are clearly showing a lot of upset admitting this aloud. So my only request for you, Gus, get out of this alive. As you are. I don't know how to talk about this. Still, I'm sorry. They didn't exactly give classes.
Alrighty. Gus just nods once and says, all right, kid. Y'all convince me. I'll stand down. So, Ethan, how is your tracking situations set up?
Basically, I have his cell phone. I can just track his GPS.
And we're just waiting
How do
for
you
it
do
to...
it?
I
Do you have a tablet that you're able to view it on?
yeah, I have a program that I dropped into his email, and from there, um,
You can pull his GPS
his
coordinates.
yeah, on pretty much anything that has internet access.
I guess what he's asking is, how do you know where he is? In the
Yes.
moment.
Oh, I have a custom built app on my phone.
All right, so you use a phone app.
Yeah.
Your app shows you that the location that he is at on the map is near the area where the farmers market, the flea market, and other such events are held in the northeast of town,
Is this
northwest
one?
of town.
Is this one of the possible murder locations in the future?
You do have a list of them.
Mhm.
It does seem awfully familiar. You have an eidetic memory, so yeah, it's near the area that he was considering.
I think we might have a change. I think we might have a change of plan, guys.
No. This is the
we-
only time we can be positive that he's going to be going somewhere. And we now know how to undo these plateaus. So I think we should take this chance.
Sorry, Ethan? Look at me across this table. Can we kill him tonight? Do you have the stuff to do it? Do you know how?
Not quite yet.
So what is going to go there accomplishing other than dying?
So sorry.
I really need to know that answer, because if that's what we're doing, I've been wanting to do that for weeks. And the only reason I haven't done that is I can't kill him.
All right.
So look at me across this table. Can we kill him tonight? That's why we're going here.
All right.
I am aware of what will happen. But the moment we square up against this guy, it's we win or we lose.
Okay. Brainwave. We have cell phones. We have crew. We have human crew members who can communicate with ghosts, sort of. They can at least speak, and ghosts will be there and here. What if we just send out a crew-wide text of where he is in case we have any ghosts of high enough level that could go be there to help keep, someone from dying.
He can eat any ghost that we have. The strongest ghosts we have are the level... Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, I have an idea.
The strongest ghosts we have are the level of Johnny Walker.
I wasn't meaning for them to get involved yet. I was meaning for them to try and get whoever he kills back up before the ritual goes off.
I don't know if that's a thing. Also, they would have to be physically there in his reach to do that. And he might grab a snack while he's in the neighborhood. That's why it's very hard to do this, is we can't actually use supernatural surveillance.
So let's use mundane. I can text Delilah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Delilah's in the crew, right?
She has a vested interest, at least, to interrupt this guy.
Yeah, so yeah. Tell him he's getting close to one of the kill sites. Have some people there at the very least to mean that he can't do it comfortably.
Yeah.
Maybe get him seen.
Maybe get a few
Right,
caught
so
in security killed in the process.
Yeah.
So you are going to text this to Delilah. Are you going to text your crew?
I'm going to text the crew that he's nearby and to stay away.
Who's going to text Delilah?
Tibbs.
All right, Ethan, you shortly get a text back from Delilah where she responds that she is aware, since you gave the possible future kill areas uh, to her, so that Cotton's. Did you give it to her, or did you give it directly to Cotton Security? I do remember that you handed it over to someone
I believe it
in
was
the
Directly-
emissary.
It was to Delilah.
Directly to
wanna
her.
I don't want to deal with Cotton Security if I can avoid them.
Since you've handed her that information, she's had Cotton Security standing guard at various areas in the geographic proximity of the designated killing fields.
Awesome. Well, that might mean that if he's just scouting today, it'll be hard for him to do so. And if he's actually there to do a kill, he might get interrupted. And either of those are worth having. So that means we need to move now. So I don't know how your magic works, but I do remember you guys opening an arbitrary door and saying you could exit out an arbitrary door. Is that how things work?
Screamer rubs a thumb over his leathery brown lips, getting a good look at him under normal light. He's got a scraggly salt and pepper beard that's mostly salt, and medium length hair to match. He smiles, showing just slightly yellowed, but otherwise very well kept teeth. Well, I'm not gonna bore you too much, kids, he says. But just like you can go to the place where ghosts live, the underworld, we can go somewhere closer to where the fairies live, and we can use it as a shortcut. We can enter through any door we want and exit through any door we want.
That seems like a great way to break in somewhere. Would you be able to get us inside this building?
I can get you inside any building that you want.
Nathan pulls up the Zillow listing for the house that we believe is the killer's, that shows the front door. It might even show listing photos inside, but I'm not sure.
All right, because Zillow is extremely presumptuous, I'm going to say that the information is there in an auto-generated Zillow profile. One of those, click this link to claim your house. All right. The
There's a
Russo
Zillow listing for every house in America, I swear to God.
The Russo family house is connected to the Russo funeral home by a narrow hallway. The house itself is narrow 2-story house. According to the Zillow listing, it's 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1 kitchen with an attic and a basement.
We're aiming for the basement because we believe that's where the things are going, if that helps.
Now, as I mentioned, it is connected to the funeral home. However, the funeral home's footage and everything is not listed
Okay.
because they're presuming that the funeral home would not be sold along with the house.
Okay, I check LoopNet and see if it's on there.
What's that?
The commercial Zillow for businesses and things like that.
I don't know them well enough. Would they pre-generate someone's profile?
They do not, but typically if it's been up, if it has been through any sales process in the last 25 years, they'll have a listing, even if it's just bare bones.
Then they wouldn't have a listing.
Okay.
All right, so we've got nothing on that one unless somebody was smart enough to stop by City Hall, and we weren't. So let's go.
So, do you want to enter the basement of the family home, or do you want to enter the funeral home?
Basement of the family home, because here's the thing, we have somebody who can walk through walls.
Yep, that's me.
Alrighty. So, out of character, I'm going to ask how you want to do this. If you want to do this from here, that's going to require some hedge navigation rules.
I don't know enough about this in character, so I'm leaving this decision up to the experts. I only know the basics that they walked through a door and said they could get home. I don't know how to do this. So I'm asking, so how do we do this, Screamer?
Okay, so you want is in character.
Legitimately, Ty can't plan this. He doesn't know how it works.
So Screamer tells you, I've been all over the hedge in this area. Had my head poking in through people's closets and bathroom mirrors here and there, so I could get a feel for the place. I can navigate you where you need to go, but you kids do need to bear some things in mind. While a link between a door in the mortal world and a hedge gate can be maintained for a while, these links are not stable. If I open and close a door that links into one part of the hedge from this door, and then I let it go away naturally, and then I bind it again, it might bind to a different place.
Okay. Would we still be safer there than in the arms of a serial killer?
Distances are shorter in the hedge, but they still gonna be there. So it's gonna take us about half the time to get there through the hedge as if we walked.
All right. Well, Ethan, Google Maps, what's the closest public place with a bathroom that we could presumably walk in?
You said any door, right?
Any old door, window, or bathroom, or door, window, or mirror, bathroom or otherwise.
Would the car door work?
Yeah, I've done that in the pinch.
Why don't we just drive closer, park somewhere, and get out of the car?
So, out of character, what is your consensus? Do you want to go through the hedge, or do you want to go to his house in physical reality?
I desperately want to go through the hedge.
We're going through the hedge in physical reality after we get closer in physical reality to cut down on the travel time.
Yeah.
I thought we
'Cause-
were gonna. I thought we were going. They were gonna go through the hedge so they get inside so they can unlock the door for us.
No, we
we're
were going to
going
go
with
with
them.
them.
Because we don't want to break into the house.
Gotcha.
Because there might be anti-ghost shit set up. I don't know what can be done to stop a ghost going into a place.
Mhm.
But I know that this guy isn't ready for fairies.
Okay.
Remember, you always bring the wrong kind of gun to a splat fight. If you're fighting a ghost enemy, you bring fairy shit. If you're fighting werewolves, you bring some fucking vampire shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, have you guys settled on a course of action?
Here's what I would like to suggest to the court. We can drive a lot faster than we can walk, which presumably is substantially faster than covering that distance in the hedge.
Mhm.
We're going to drive to a reasonably close place where we will not be observed in the car, something that either of these two could figure out while we're driving.
Okay. So
Then
I'm
we're
down with
going
that.
to exit through the hedge out of the car door. Going to open the car door to the hedge and leave.
Cool.
Everyone's going to climb out of the car in reality, open the back left door, and everyone's going to pile in.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to do this from somewhere closer.
Yeah.
Yes.
About how close do you want to be? The
Within a
closer
half
you
mile.
are,
Here's an answer I can actually give. I've seen this man run at his full strength. I want 60 seconds. Somewhere he couldn't
Okay.
find immediately.
so you do not want to approach his house in physical reality. You just want to be nearby.
Yeah.
I want to make it so we're not spending that long.
And personally, Nathan wants the car nearby in case we get separated and cannot go back out through the hedge.
I can give you 2 choices of places to enter from.
Okay.
All right, there is a Filth Burger franchise nearby on the other side of on the other side of the street.
Okay.
It isn't. It is very close by, and also extremely public. So if he were to try anything, he would be extremely well documented. There are some areas of the parking lot where you would be less visible to do this in.
Okay.
The second place I can offer uh, is about a block over. Uh, it is an empty breakfast restaurant called Top of the Morning. They sell muffin tops.
I love that.
That's adorable.
Since they close in the mid-afternoon, it is entirely, completely abandoned. So you would have complete privacy in this area. However, since it's not this far away, you would be required to make a hedge navigation roll, and that would mean Screamer and Lucerne are making that in concert.
I trust them to handle that, and also I think that's way more story interesting.
Yeah.
Additionally, it gives us more distance that he would have to figure out which way we went when he has no bearing on that. Him finding us randomly at top of the morning, parked somewhere quiet behind the building, would require some shit that I don't believe in. Or would be very useful to know about. Because he's either going to have the scent of a fucking bloodhound, access to some incredibly powerful tracking technology, or some superpowers I don't know about.
Question for
Any
you.
of those would be useful to know.
What is around Top of the Morning?
Right, this area is farther from the city center. In the south area of Whispering Peaks. Um, so there's essentially a couple of small strip malls, some restaurants, and some residential buildings.
Okay, so nothing with reliable security cameras.
Yeah, nothing major.
Perfect. Let's go there. I'm down. All right, so we go get in the car.
All right, so we're going to Top of the Morning.
I would like to have it noted that I have swapped out my shitty Honda for my grandmother's minivan.
Can you guys
All right.
remind me real quick what the hedge navigation roll was?
No, but I can go find it. I'm going to navigate for the hedge navigation roll.
I think it's whatever we can BS our way into plus clarity.
That usually was it, actually.
Yeah. I remember doing a hedge nav on Miss Belford, and I used her tea specialty.
Yeah, I think-
Okay.
So I guess it's a question of how would Screamer or Lucerne approach this problem? Which I think is a fun answer.
All right. So I guess we're going to be doing a little bit of story content in the hedge real fast. So here's a scene. You guys arrive into the parking lot of Top of the Morning. Top of the Morning is situated behind one of the strip malls. So it has a small but spacious area for itself with the building, the parking lot, and some bushes around it, trying to block out the sights, sounds, and smells of the backside of a strip mall. Uh, there's no one here at this time of day, and parking in the back of the building behind the great big sign that shows the upper half of a muffin, serving as the head for a large, muscle bound, chocolatey man flexing, uh, has you uh, concealed from the casual prying eye.
All right, so the hedge navigation is a chase. The hedge has an effective speed of 10. On a trod, its speed is lower, but I don't think we're on a trod here. And the hedge begins with a base pool of 5 dice for all rolls, regardless of the attribute plus skill the characters roll. Modify the pool based on the following table, which I'm going to throw in private chat.
And if it's on a trod, I remember that. That serves as a penalty, I believe, for the hedge.
Yep.
Alrighty. Screamer goes first. Seeing as the car that you drove there wasn't huge, this means that there is some shuffling around. Screamer crab walks himself up from the front seat of the car, passing in between the headrests of the front and passenger seat, and into the back with you. He pushes you guys to the side as firmly but gently as he can, and then goes up to the door. He knocks on the window a few times, whistles something into, well, quite frankly, if this were a doorknob, it would be where the keyhole would be. But considering that this is the back seat of an old Honda, he's mainly whispering into the window crank. With that done, he rattles the handle 3 times and opens it.
All right, and can I ask 2 questions about this to help figure out what we're doing here?
Yeah, sure.
What's Screamer's weird rating?
3.
And is his clarity above 3?
It is at 5.
Great. So that means that we are going for a grand total of 5 successes to get where we're going.
Okay. So what does it look like?
All right. Screamer and Lucy hop through and motion for you to join them.
We follow.
On the other side, the hedge of Whispering Peaks is a bleak place. You find yourself in a forest, a very dark forest, which is surprising because none of the grayish ashy trees have any leaves on them. But they are clustered together thickly enough that the branches block out what you think must be moonlight from high up above. You can also hear the cry of birds, although you're not sure what kind of bird could possibly be.
This isn't a good place, is it?
Nathan is fully enamored.
Screamer shrugs. Here on this side of the hedge, you're getting a good, long, close-up look at him for the first time, and you're able to see past his mask into his true form. Imagine the man that I described earlier, brown skin, salt and pepper hair, and beard, and now suck all of the juices out of him. Uh, he looks as if he has been left to mummify for 50 years in a locked room.
You know, I thought you were doing better after your visit underground, but apparently I missed something.
Nah, mate, he says, shaking his head, that's just kind of what I look like. It was nice for to be alive and be a lot less dry, but
Well, I can understand what it was like to be alive as well. Speaking of dawning on our infernal powers, I would like to make a roll here to take on the call.
you want to do that right now?
We are surrounded by unknown threats.
All right, make your rolls.
If
How
I
do-
am not immediately stopped by the one guy who knows what I'm doing, I'm going to assume this is an okay idea.
The screamer allows you to do what you were doing.
Okay. So I'm going to roll call, which is 2 plus my synergy, which is 3, to get us a grand total of 5 dice.
How do we look, Kenny?
Same as always. This is
Then-
not your realm.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to turn the key of disease, I think. Actually, wait. No, I'm going to just try and roll this agate. See how this goes. Yep, 4 successes. We're fine.
But you do remind me that there is someone else in this scene that you need to get a good look at, up close and personal.
Hi, Lucerne.
Lucy looks a lot less like like herself as you remember it, whereas Screamer certainly looks as though he has died and mummified. Lucerne's skin has been replaced with a gradient of scales going from a dark forest green to a blackish purple. She has a luminescent lure dangling from her forehead and 2 wide, pure yellow eyes. Where her human ears were, there are 2 fins, and her human hair, well, there's something similar present, but it appears to be an awful lot like barbs or tentacles on a fish. She smiles at you and gives you a wave through webbed hands, showing off what looks to be a couple hundred razor-sharp needle teeth.
Okay, so you're just like cool as hell. And that's the real you, not the vice versa.
Those touched by the Fae have to wear masks to interact in the mortal world.
Is it hard to eat with those?
Not after the first week or 2.
cool. That's really cool. Sorry.
The worst part is that I have to moisturize a lot.
I bet.
I go through a 48-ounce bottle of lotion in about 2 weeks.
Noted. Hey, so everyone, let's follow the anglerfish light. That will cause no problems.
All right. Lucerne leads you into a path through the dark and uninviting woods. Uh, you thread your way through the forest. Occasionally, you hear the caw of a bird or the howl of what sounds like a wolf. Screamer tells you not to worry too much. Most of the problematic fairy and goblin creatures don't live in this area of Colorado.
I'm
Uh,
glad to hear that.
they lead you through an area where through the trees you can see massive tombstones, each as big as a skyscraper. Uh, After a moment or two, a pathway opens on your left that would take you through the uh, massive tombstones of what appears to be a giant's graveyard. Standing in the middle of it you're face to face with a griffin. Lion in the back, eagle up front. The griffin takes a few steps forward and says to Screamer, "Oh, it's nice to see you around, boss. You've been gone for quite a while."
I turn over to Ethan. Why is all of their shit cooler than ours?
Ours is metal as hell.
Yeah, but you gotta admit this is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is the coolest shit Nathan's ever seen in his life. And does this griffin have hands?
No, it is a griffin, but it has paws.
Okay. Does it look like it could raise a paw to shake?
Sure. I mean, you know what griffins are, right? Body of a lion, head and wings of an eagle.
Yeah.
So
Nathan holds a hand out for like a handshake and says, "Hello, I'm Nathan Cartwright. I'm dead, but not."
The eagle, the griffin places the paw on your hand in order to shake it. It is extraordinarily heavy and you're not able to open it. "The boss here named me Jimbo," he says, rearing up on his hind legs. "Boss, did you bring it? It's been months, but you said you would." Screamer sighs and opens up a backpack that he brought with him and brings out a vacuum sealed bag full of meat. The griffin dances on its hind paws before stooping down and allowing Screamer to pour the meat into the griffin's beak.
By the way, as soon as he started shaking hands with the griffin, I pulled out my my notepad and started sketching it.
This being done, Screamer pats Jimbo on the beak and says, I'm looking for a specific door. Do you know where I can find it? Jimbo nods, and when Screamer vaguely describes a map of Whispering Peaks to this creature, it scratches up it scratches where its ear would have been if it were if it had a lion's head, and then nods. And he says, "Oh yeah, I know that place. You want to go 5 rows up, 7 rows left, and watch out because I've been seeing something in the stones recently."
Seeing what?
I draw my hockey stick. Got it.
The griffin does an interesting impression of a shrug and says, "Red eyes, they never came out to bother me, so I let them be."
Okay.
Jimbo lets you walk past before resuming his station at the entrance.
Once
You're
we're out
now
of
going.
earshot, I had 2 quick questions for Screamer. One, what kind of meat was that?
Ground beef mostly, sausage and pork in there too. Whatever was left over, but not enough. Whatever I had that was left over, and not worth cooking.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't like people or something. 2, can I hurt things here?
Yeah, should be just fine.
I don't know, man. It's fairy shit.
Isn't it ghosts that are famous for being non-corporeal?
Yeah, and I don't know if you need to be magic to touch things here. I remember a lot of the nerd kids I hung out around always talking about things having resistance to non-magic weapons, and I don't know what's going on anymore.
He laughed and said, "Oh, Jimbo isn't magical, at least any more magical than any hobgoblin is."
I'm just gonna let you have said that, and I'm gonna trust you, and I'm gonna hit things with the stick if they show up. Sound good?
Fair enough. So you find yourself among the rows and rows of giant gravestones. There isn't any gap between gravestones like you would see in a real graveyard, in that there is no area in front where a grave would be. The gravestones are placed in a rough grid shape, but being shaped like a rectangle because of the stones being wider than they are long. So you have stone, 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 with about 10 feet between them. As you walk past, you get a glimpse at some of the stones and see lists and lists of names. Some that you can recognize, many that you don't. They're written in huge letters that fill up the gravestone. And it seems to look like each gravestone is for one family.
I don't like this place. I don't like it very much at all.
One family, I should mention, through generations. So there could be dozens of names on each tombstone.
What's the name on that tombstone?
Let's just say Johnson.
Okay.
So, as you make your way towards the area, yeah, I see some mouth opening.
Just processing the fact that we've now got a way to get a definitive list of every single person in one family tree by just sending someone to the hedge to go look for this. That was kind of a moment.
Makes genealogy pretty easy. Mormons would
Well,
love to get their hands on this.
I'm just saying we've got a couple of family trees that I'd love to get a full list of names. Fucking hell. So putting that one in the let's spend some goodwill with the fairies on. Assuming we have any left after today. Let's make sure everyone leaves, all right?
So as you move between gravestones, you start to hear a noise. You see in one of the areas between two of the gravestones a pair of piercing red eyes.
Good evening. We gonna have a problem?
The owner of the pair of eyes doesn't seem to acknowledge that you've said anything. It does blink a few times, though.
What we doing, boss? I don't know this place.
Oh, well, I've got beef jerky. Nathan pulls out a pack of beef jerky and starts just tossing bits to the red eyes.
All right. Nathan tosses some jerky on the ground.
It's teriyaki.
The owner of the red eyes seems to start at that, bobbing up and down in the darkness as though it were sniffing at something. Then the eyes go low to the ground, and you see the owner crawl out, not quite fully into the light, but enough to, with one small claw, roughly about the size of a child's arm, snatch some of the jerky.
So, Screamer, we good to keep going?
Do you guys want to roll any perception at it, or you just want to
Yes.
leave it
Oh
be?
yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, just
Can we all roll perception at it?
Sure.
Can I roll occult?
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
all right. What's plus composure?
Uh,
Okay.
Potions, cults.
3 successes.
2 successes. Incoming tips with 17 successes.
1 success.
Okay.
But he's rolling something else, so.
Yeah. That was my intelligence plus occult roll.
It's the other character who knew everything.
All right. So are you guys rolling together or separately? Yeah, you rolled separately, so.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do teamwork on a perception roll, in my opinion.
So, sitting just a little bit out of the light, you can see a gray-green scaly creature. It looks like it'd be about 4 feet tall if it stood on its hind legs. Its proportioned somewhat like a frog, except for its head, which is kind of vaguely dog-like, with a mouth full of fangs and large, luminous red eyes. Its front paws are vaguely hand-like, and it cradles the jerky that it snatched in its hands, sniffing it up with its nose before beginning to eat. As you guys stare in wonder, uh, Screamer and Lucerne step forward. Lucerne sighs in relief, and Screamer laughs and says, "That's my old mate Dipsy." He gets down on his knees and pats him. "Dipsy and Doodle here. They're chupacabras. They come from down south. You don't usually see them up here." But he looks around. "Where's Doodle?" Lucerne whistles a few times and then puts her hands up to her mouth and calls for the second chupacabra, Doodle. But no one answers. Dipsy just sort of lowers its head somewhat and whimpers, continuing to eat the jerky.
Oh. It's not a nice place around here, is it?
Lucerne shrugs and scratches at the back of her head. "It's possible," she said. "Dipsy and Doodle, I've been feeding them here and there, keeping watch over them. They're not native to this area. Um, for one, they can barely even get out of the hedge here. There's certainly no goats around. But I could have sworn that I saw both of them just last week."
Straightforward question. Do you know how old these things are?
Chupacabra tend to live about 10, 15 years.
Well, how old was the other one
Doodle.
approximately? Doodle.
"Oh, Dipsy and Doodle are young ones," says Screamer, petting the chupacabra. Uh, "From the looks of them, I'd say Dipsy here is about 3 years old."
Okay. And Doodle was about the same?
Yep, they both showed up one day. We caught them in the ranch just outside of town, terrorizing the cows.
Lovely. That's enough detail. I whisper the 3 facts that I've learned about these guys into the wind and reach into my skull for a bottle. I'm going to be rolling Memoria for you real quick.
Sure, but Memoria does only work if something dies.
Yes, I would love it to fail. I am confirming in this moment whether Doodle is dead.
Okay.
That's a really nice thing about this power. I have a pass-fail on if something died. And if it is dead, we need to know. And if it's not dead, we need to know.
While he's doing that, I'm holding out more jerky to Dipsy and seeing if he'll let me pet him.
You should roll me an animal kin.
3 successes.
Maybe
I
with
pass.
presents?
Presence plus animal kin makes sense.
Does a memory in a bottle appear in my hand?
No.
Good news! Doodle's not dead.
3 successes.
When you say that, Dipsy briefly looks up from its food, whines a few times, and makes a pawing motion. Then it yaps. It's not a bark. This thing isn't canine enough for a bark. Its yap sounds more like a car horn that's failing.
I would really love to go find Doodle right now, but we are on a time crunch. I'm very sorry. But I have some good news for you. Doodle's not dead.
The chupacabra does one big hop in acknowledgement, eats, and continues eating. Did you roll your animal, Ken?
I did. I got 3 successes.
Dipsy allows you the honor of petting him. It's weird. You wouldn't think a scaly creature could also have such weird coarse hair all over it. But it does. This hair seems to bristle up from between its scales.
That would be a texture, wouldn't it?
We'll come back to help you, Dipsy.
Dipsy yaps one more time, and the changelings wave as the chupacabra makes its way into the dark.
That's adorable. That's absolutely fucking adorable. I'm so sorry that we can't go solve this problem right now, but unfortunately we need to go take advantage of the absence of a serial killer.
You follow Jimbo's directions, and you find yourself standing at the tombstone that has labels for at least 4 smaller families on it. Only a handful of names per family, one of which being the Russos. You see Charles and Lydia Russo, and you see a name for a Beatrice Russo, who you can only assume must be the mother. And no other names for the Russo family.
Huh.
Screamer and Lucerne start knocking at various areas of the tombstone. And finally, Screamer finds what he's looking for. An area in the back, about 3/4 of the way around the tombstone, where, when pressed on with enough force, a door-sized area of the tombstone recedes inwards, revealing a set of stairs. Screamer waves his hands and leads you down. You find yourself in the tunnels of a mausoleum. Screamer pokes around a little bit and says, "This looks like the place." Stopping by a gilded gate, behind which there is a very small room with an angel statue in it. He opens wide the gate while mumbling a few phrases, and from the other side, you see the dim light of a basement, lit by just one small lamp.
Is there anyone in it?
Oh.
Currently, the basement appears to be empty.
Perfect.
All right. I turn to the right. Yo, Mr. Occult.
Yeah.
And I need you to look for any wizard shit going on here.
Oh, by the way, did you roll occult earlier?
Yeah, that was for the chupacabra.
Yeah, I assumed that. I forgot for a second if whether I told you that was a chupacabra based on that or not, because that's what I meant to do.
It's fine.
I will be back briefly.
Okay.
So let's do some planning, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all have better investigation skills than I do, but I have one thing that y'all don't. I have a ghost
Boneyard.
lab. I have the boneyard, but also I have a ghost laptop.
Yep.
Your job, and I want to be very clear, is twofold. One, get the boneyard up with enough space around it that we have a secondary activation thing where we can know that somebody else is coming inside the house. Because you'll detect it when people are inside your space, right? You're always aware of people moving around your space.
Yeah.
2, I need you to, before you do that, see if there's any wizard shit around here that's going to instantly detect the use of ghost powers. Because I don't know what's possible. Ty certainly doesn't. And this guy got trained by generational
Ectophages.
ghost eating necromancers. But the
Yep.
key word here is necromancers. We don't know what magic they have, and even what's her bitch wouldn't have been able to tell us because she's trained in an entirely separate tradition. She doesn't know what they have.
So
Presumably, no necromancer has everything.
Okay, so Tibbs, what were you saying?
So basically, what I want to do is track down track down his personal computer, get into it, move any bad, any information that he has on it that is incriminating to the desktop, and then delete System 32. Force him to go into a repair shop where the person repairing it might see a very suspicious looking file on his desktop and notify someone.
So you're going to try and get a bunch of policemen killed.
I'm trying to make his life hard.
Oh, definitely. And I definitely think fucking up his computer is a wonderful thing we can do today in all of the untraceable shit we can get done while we're here.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly I want you to steal all those files. I want you to look at everything we can. And I want you to be, you're our man in the tower here.
Mm-hmm.
Lex, once we figure out if his daughter is here, we'll be able to move on with the other stuff.
What other stuff?
Exploring this area, because
Okay.
we need to steal shit. We need to look at shit. We need to find his physical notes because he's old and has probably written stuff down on fucking paper.
Fair enough.
Because remember, he had a notebook
Mm-hmm.
at the last one with all his notes on the ritual.
Yeah.
That we got to read through in detail. Chances are he's the kind of person who at least keeps some of his work on physical paper, which we need to find and wave in front of Mr. Memory here. I don't want to steal too many things that he seems to use a lot.
So remind me what the exact thing we're actually here for is.
We're trying to figure out what his progress is. We're trying to know what he's doing and what he's capable of. Any information we can get about his current powers. And also, I want to steal that knife he has.
The knife.
Because
okay.
1, it'll be very useful to us. And 2, I don't want him to have it.
I was just asking what object we were here for.
It
The
was
knife.
several things. Yes, I would like to steal the knife. But also
Hoping he doesn't have it with him.
If he does, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need it for his day-to-day stuff, so it seems weird for him to be obsessively carrying it.
Unless he's near that site for a reason.
And he doesn't really use that for his cuisine, so he might not take it even then.
Fair enough.
It might just be in his bag. He might have had it sitting in a drawer gathering dust.
Yep. Fair enough.
Alrighty. Do you feel that you have sufficiently planned?
Yes. Sort of.
As much as we're actually capable of doing so.
Alrighty. So, from the hedge, you can see your way into the basement. So here's what you see. This room isn't huge. There is a small set of stairs leading upward. One corner has a washer and a dryer. Uh, the other three walls seem to have been taken over by one person. Across one wall, there is a bunch of bookshelves. A quick glance at it, and you see mixed among some Grisham's and Stephen King books, bunches of art history book textbooks and local history books. On one side of the room, there is a desk set up. It's L-shaped. There is a looks like a really old computer. We're talking a CRT monitor sitting on top of the box that would hold the innards. And there is what appears to be a corkboard with a one of those projector screens that you would see in a school, mounted above it and drawn down with a knot tied with a knot tied into a string on the hook so that the screen stays down. You can see hanging on the inside doorknob a small wooden hand-carved sign that says, "The man of the house is in." You would presume there must be a mate saying, "The man of the house is out." The doorknob leading upstairs on the other side.
Gotcha. Well, that's confirmation. All right. I'm very sorry I'm going to be asking these sort of stupid questions all night, Mr. Change. Like, do you have any way to detect magic around you?
That's a very good question. Do they?
I remember something vaguely about pinging the weird, and I don't know if that touches anything that's not, Fable shit. But it's been a while since we played Changeling, and my brain is blanking.
I'm looking to see if they have anything that would do that.
Mm-hmm. Kenning! That was it! Kenning! Page 107 in the original Changeling the Lost Second Edition. Each success reveals the presence of one supernatural creature, item, or active effect, including ongoing effects, assuming AR presence. This does not allow for a clash of wills against anything actively concealed through magic, as that level of scrutiny requires contracts. This changeling cannot determine what kind of supernatural phenomenon he has detected, only that there is one. If nothing supernatural is present, the player regains willpower. And if they get an exceptional success, they learn the true nature of the magic or learn something is concealed supernaturally nearby.
All right. What's the roll for it?
Looks to be sorry, I'm reading this. Trying to tell. Kenning, a player currently so error rolls current clarity in secret. So roll clarity for them.
All right, they both succeeded. Would you like either of them to try for an exceptional? Because that is the best that they have in terms of detecting supernatural items.
I just want to
You-
know if there are any magical effects nearby that we could start rolling on. So could we at least have them be standing on opposite sides of the room when they made their pings?
Sure. Something registers as magical from one of the desk drawers.
I open the desk
And
drawer.
that's it.
The desk drawer in question is the one on the bottom, and that one is locked.
Okay, I open the middle drawer to see if the key is there.
No dice, just office supplies.
Is there a toothpick? Not a toothpick. The metal bendy toothpick.
Paper clip.
Bobby
Yep.
pin.
Either a bobby pin
Paperclip?
or a paperclip.
Let's see.
Straightforward question.
Evens
Does
or
anyone in
odds?
this party have larceny?
I won.
All right. So evens or odds, like I was saying.
Odds. The reroll was a 7.
You know what? Because I'm feeling happy today. Sure. There are paper clips.
17. Perfect. So I grab 2 paper clips, I unroll them, and I start fiddling around with a lock on the drawer. Can I roll dexterity plus larceny?
Yep, sure. I'm not going to give you an equipment bonus for having a shitty lockpick, but you can roll it.
If I
That
swear
doesn't
at
work
it,
on-
can I use my specialty in debate?
No.
Okay, just checking.
If that doesn't work, I can get you an equipment bonus.
Two successes.
The drawer pops open. Inside it, you can see a crude short sword made out of beaten iron. The handle appears to simply have ancient cloth wrapped around it.
Does the cloth look dusty?
As in, has it been used recently? No, it doesn't look as it's been used fairly recently.
All right, so he's not going to notice this is missing. Great. So
Someone, the
All right.
luckiest among you. Roll me a chance die, please.
fuck.
Who's taking it? Not me. Not it.
This is my fault. 7.
All right. All right, let us proceed. What were you saying?
All right. I guess I should activate the boneyard and get an idea of what's in here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's
Mhm.
no wards set up. We pinged for supernatural effect, and there was only one thing in this room. We would have gotten at least 2 things from what's her
A ward.
Lucerne's role if there was a second one. So we are sure there's not magic in this room beyond this thing. Holy
Five.
shit!
Damn.
5 successes to cover the house.
All righty. How many plasm are you spending here?
You mean the house and the business next door, right? You mean the house and the business next door?
Yes.
That was the things you meant to say?
Yeah. His area of operations is what I meant. Like. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Where's it? Okay. Boneyard. So I don't think the boneyard does charges. So would this be the size of like a, say, large warehouse or supermarket between the two areas combined?
Yes, you're correct in that the boneyard does not do charges.
Okay.
All
So
right. I
so
would say one would do
Okay.
that, one plasm. Spending other plasm would be, if you want to do the other stuff.
Okay. Actually, I'm
People
going
aren't
to
made supernaturally aware of the rules, right?
just target those entering the boneyard do not automatically know the rules. This enhancement may be applied more than once, but only when the boneyard is created. So, um, the one more I do want to implement one rule,
All right, so that's
and
2 plasm.
yep, so I'm up to 3 for this, and that is that rule is enter from the exterior.
As in they can't?
They cannot.
Okay.
The rule is no entering from the exterior.
Yes.
Because I thought you said enter from the exterior, which is what you normally would do.
Basically, anybody coming into the house or the
Basement.
Funeral home.
Oh, funeral home.
the funeral home is violating my rule. Is the intent.
Awesome. So how many people are inside this place that aren't us?
All right, so first off, I want to go ahead and ask.
Mhm.
So does this rule only apply when someone enters from the outside, not when, say, someone exits from the inside?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right. So what you have done it. And since you got the exceptional success, remember that means that when the haunt ends without resolving, the Sin Eater regains half the plasm spent on Raise the Boneyard.
Beautiful.
So that would give you 2 back.
Yep.
So I
you
believe
don't
one of the
resolve
things the boneyard gives us is knowledge of where everyone is.
Yep, but if you want more details, you're going to have to actually transfer your consciousness and see.
Yeah, of course.
So how many people are in this place that aren't us?
Okay. So you see one person on the 2nd floor of the house, and you see an ever-changing but roughly in the hundreds number of ghosts flowing out from the morgue and up the stairs and out of the house and into the surrounding area.
That's terrifying. Let's go check that out.
Yeah. Should I go? Good. Should I just go through the wall?
Probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not.
Wait, there's
Probably
only one
not.
person on the 2nd floor. We can move through the 1st floor to get over to the other side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta be quiet.
Are you done investigating the basement?
No, but the C is there's somebody who's not going anywhere down here.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Set up your laptop, stare at your stuff.
Unless you would like to come with us, at which point we can have one of the changelings keep this door open and keep an eye on your stuff.
That's actually what we were about to say. Which one of you is coming with us and which one of you is staying with Ethan? Because Ethan has 2 jobs now. One, to watch the various security systems and notify us if something bad is happening, because he can just pop over and say something to us with his changing field of vision.
Are you cool
Or
with that,
rattle,
Jess?
Yeah.
or rattle chains in our room,
Yeah,
you know.
that's basically what I was planning, and I was gonna be pulling out my laptop and seeing if I can do some stuff to his laptop or his PCs.
Okay.
And also, you're right here at his desk where he apparently has been doing all his work. So why don't you go through all of his papers while we're here?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're
And-
going to remain lucid instead of popping to other locations, then the changelings are willing to stay with you. At least one is. But if you're not going to be conscious, neither of them wants to be. They want to be protected. So if you're going to zonk out into a trance, they do not want to be left alone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so just do some chain rattling in whatever room we're in if we need to get moving.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, which one of them wants to come with us? Presumably whoever's got a better stealth roll.
All right, so you want whoever's better at stealth.
Probably Lucerne. Actually, I don't know. I think
I've
about
never
it.
actually seen
Lucerne
Kramer's
is
character
much
sheet.
better at stealth.
Okay.
And yeah, you're going to need Creamer's character sheet, so I'm going to just drop that in chat briefly.
Woo! So, Screamer's your responsibility, Tibbs. You get him out no matter what.
Mhm.
We will fight to save you, but make sure he gets out.
Yeah. I can
don't know
come
how to-
back. I can come back. He can't.
Yeah.
I hate to put it that way, but yeah.
No, it makes perfect sense.
The changelings are trusting us for their protection. They're all getting home.
And not just that, but the changelings can literally buy you a dot of synergy.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that would be available for sale.
Everything's for sale.
It's just a matter of if they could get it, so it's at most a little sketchy. But it's possible.
All right, so you've got Screamer's character sheet, and I know that you have Lucerne's.
Yeah.
Lucerne has a better stealth roll.
Hey,
Jeff, you got Lucerne?
Lucerne Bridgewater. Nothing has changed since last we saw her?
No.
Sorry, worth asking. Okay. I need to go find my stuff on the mantle for Royal Flush at some point, but I know all the rest of this shit. Great, let's move.
All right. You don't need to roll to unlock anything yet, anyway. But you are going to need to make a stealth roll to move through the house unnoticed.
Which is a huge
So-
problem for me.
Dexterity plus stealth for everyone, please.
Hi there, is there any way we could have me assisting somebody else's roll?
I think you're going to need one each here.
Fuck.
Although
Fuck.
if
Starting
Luc-
at a 0.
Hold on.
Although if Lucerne has any contracts or merits you want to use, feel free.
Let me take a look. Fuck. I'm sorry, but I am necessary for this. Let's take a look at their contracts real quick.
If, Kenny,
Um,
if I don the shroud, is there a way for me to muffle his footsteps if he walks inside of me?
No.
No.
If you had a few dots higher, you could take other people with you into Twilight, though.
I have plenty of XP. Can I just spend it? Out
Not
of
during
sheer
a session.
need. Can I
That's
pay
fine.
a willpower to have already spent it?
let's move on.
Okay.
All right.
Can I use the boneyard to make the house eerily quiet? All the sound just seems muffled.
I believe that is a thing that you would have access to, yes. Because you can do little cosmetic effects. And I
Mhm.
think that would qualify. So I'll give you each a +1 to your stealth roll.
Perfect.
Beautiful. All right, so that puts me at a 1, which means with willpower, which we're definitely using, I've got 4. 4 seems doable. I can maybe do a 4. Just note, I'm playing with no net tonight, and I'm real sorry, guys, but I am enormous.
3 successes for me. I am not in Twilight.
I'm real sorry, boss. I fail.
Can you reroll?
No.
Okay, so here's the thing. You can't actually go to 0. You are always at a chance die. So if you were to
No,
use your willpower, you would be at 4, and then you get a +1, so you would be at 5.
Gotcha. So here's my 5th die. Still failed. I'm sorry, guys. I'm an enormous man.
That's fine.
All right. Well, roll Lucerne's as well.
I'm real sorry, guys, but I did tell you I was as subtle as a brick when I
don't
made this
think
character.
we need to be quiet. There's one person. It's a girl. I think she's a teenager? In her room. She's got her earbuds in. She's not gonna hear shit.
You guys have failed to do any research on Charles's family, so you have no idea other than her name,
What was her name?
Lydia.
But she was marked as dead.
No.
No.
She was on the gravestone.
That was just the family line. Dead or alive.
But Charles isn't dead either.
He could be.
No,
Should
he's
be.
not. Otherwise, none of this shit would matter.
He could be tonight.
If he could be, we'd be there. Anyways, Dex plus Stealth is hiding places relevant?
I don't think so here.
I didn't think so, but I try to ask every time. Just in case you're a lot more generous than I would be. 1 success out of 8, I'm not fucking with it.
All right. So, Nathan, Ty, and Lucerne make their way upstairs and attempt to get into the funeral home, which is, as you saw on Zillow, connected by a hallway.
Kenny, before we go any further, I just had a thought, and I'd like to try and save myself.
What?
I have the call up.
You do.
And one of the things the call explicitly allows me to do while it's up is I can turn into a big rolling bit of goo. Would I be able to be stealthier as goo going across the floor than an enormous man?
Let's find out. Give me a moment to read over the call.
Substitute one of your Geist attributes for yours in the same category for an action. Power may substitute for strength, intelligence, or presence, finesse for dex, wits, or manipulation, and resistance for stamina, resolve, and composure. The
So if
condition.
nothing else, I can do that. I just didn't think. Could you
So-
allow me to have not been stupid?
Rolls have been made, but you do have the option further
Going forward, yeah.
going forward. Yeah.
Well, Ty was
So-
dumb. That's okay.
So the group of you make your way up the stairs and through a small and surprisingly cozy kitchen covered in cow merchandise. Like everything that can be shaped like a cow or colored like a cow is in this kitchen. Cow-themed cookie jars, cow-themed salt and pepper shakers, cow-themed towel racks,
This is a
cow-themed
middle-aged woman.
magnets. I think it's funny that you've made that conclusion from an interest in cows, but
No, Kenny. It's not from the interest in cow. It doesn't matter what the thing you said. It's that there is a whole room full of stuff with one theme to it, very clearly collected over dozens of years. This is the shit you find in a Minnesota housewife's shit. I know this stuff. This is Midwest 101. This is a middle-aged woman that's living in this house because he wouldn't do this. He has completely separate obsessions that we already know about.
He might.
So
like
this is
cows.
either his dead wife's or most likely his daughter, who would presumably be in their 30s to 50s now. because he's old.
Okay. So I see you have thought it through more than cow.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, I'm from the Midwest. I know this shit.
So you make your way through the kitchen and into a living room area where there is a locked hallway door that says to funeral home on a small sign above it. Making your way here, Ty was making up the rear and stepped on a creaky floorboard between the entrance of the living room and the kitchen. Ethan can feel someone stirring from the second floor at the noise.
The the lights in the room you're in dim for a second.
All right. Creaky old house, but someone's gonna come check, so we need to hide for a minute. Easiest way for me to get through here? I'm going under the door. There's nobody in the other side of the house, right? The place of business, right?
There were hundreds of ghosts.
No persons.
No humans.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm going under the door.
All right.
How's a Dex plus Athletics work for that?
Let's see. How many points of call do you have?
2.
You have 2, so you have opened cold flesh. Let's see. And I believe the goo is just one of the base things it can do.
Yep, it's part of call the condition.
Okay, the call condition.
On
Yeah,
3
I was just going to
successes
read that.
Gotcha.
You can read it instead. You're already reading it.
All right, gain an exceptional success on 3 successes of instead of 5 when your viscous body would aid you, i.e. grappling, squeezing through tight spaces, intimidating the living.
Alrighty, well, that is a classic action for it. So you want to do that, and you don't want you want to roll the Dex and Athletics, and you do not wish to currently substitute Be Aggressive's attributes for yours.
I think I can make it on 6, and with 6 I can re-roll.
All right, make your rolls.
I think that's worth saving some dice for. People who aren't me, who are going to have to deal with making stealth checks, is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's rolling for Lucerne right now?
Jeff
Me.
is.
I've got Lucerne's stuff opened. This is
Okay.
definitely hiding spaces, so that's going to be 8 for... Sorry, 10 for Lucerne.
Okay.
9, sorry, they don't have the special one. 9 for Lucerne. I've only got one specialty I roll very often, and it's the one I get 2 from. 2 successes.
All right. Lucerne quickly crawls under a coffee table, and Ty melts into a pile of fleshy goo and slides under the locked door.
Lex, I'm very sorry, but you need to find somewhere to hide.
That's fine. Kenny, I'm rolling Synergy plus Shroud.
Hooray!
6 successes, exceptional. I'm spending 4 plasm. And I'm entering Twilight, and the first thing I do very quickly, because obviously this is an older woman, it's going to take her a little bit to get down the stairs. As someone who is 39, my knees already hate me. It's going to take her
through the floor. Sink through the floor.
Let Lex do what they want to do, please.
I'm going to shut up.
I'm going to peek my head through the walls to see if there are any hidden rooms. This is a house attached to a fucking mortuary. There's gonna be some hidden shit. and owned by a serial killer.
I'm just scared that his innate ability to see the dead is hereditary.
I don't even care.
Okay.
He
So
already
you are
knows what they
not
look
going.
like. I'm not gonna what?
You're not going to attempt to hide. You're just going into Twilight and saying, "All right, well, fine. I can in Twilight. You can't see me."
No, I'm also ducking through the wall. Unless the wall goes to the outside, in which case I go through the door.
Alrighty.
We can break the rule. It doesn't punish us in any way. It just means he could punish us. So do as you please.
Yep. There's no the supernatural enforcement just makes it easier for someone to punish it. Doesn't actually there's no automatic punishment.
Okay.
So you're through a wall, Lucerne is hiding somewhere, and I'm on the other side of a locked door.
Okay. After spending their plasm, uh, and going, donning the shroud, and entering Twilight, Nathan goes through the wall and finds himself in the garage.
Do I see anything cool? Or sus?
There is 2 cars present, but this is a much larger garage. It could easily fit 4. One of the cars is a blue Volkswagen Beetle, and the other is what looks like the hearse that the funeral home uses for business purposes.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Kenny, as the owner of a shitty Honda, and the only person here with drive, and no craft score, do you think that I could roll dexterity plus crafts to disable these vehicles by just ripping wires under the hood?
Probably. Why do you wish to do that?
So
Actually, can I make a recommendation? Because you're in the right neighborhood, but I think there's something that could really help us in that same neighborhood.
yeah, go for it.
He's gonna have to come home.
Mm-hmm.
This is a multi-port garage, I'm guessing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, I could
Fuck up
disable
the
the
garage door
opener.
opener. And those things are fiddly as shit. It wouldn't take much.
And the easiest part is, like, to disable it, all you have to do is fucking unclip it.
Something that could happen very naturally.
So, Kenny, how many garage doors are there?
There's 4 ports for cars, so 4 doors.
Okay, I would like to unclip 4 garage door openers.
No, just the ones that don't have cars in them. Presumably, he's only got a door opener for the appropriate car.
Right, but I don't want the daughter to leave.
If she leaves, that's better, actually.
Actually, that's very valid. Okay, I unclip 2 garage door openers.
This will mean
Okay.
it won't be pulling the chain and it won't open no matter what he does.
All right. This being done, let's go back to Ethan. So you can feel the presence of a human being going downstairs through the kitchen and into the living room. The only one present in the living room right now is Lucerne. So real quick, I'm going to roll for Lydia's search.
Can Lucerne resist?
Lucerne rolled already. What did Lucerne rolled 3 actually? So this is
I
a
believe.
tie. I'm gonna have her reroll willpower just because ties fucking suck. Okay. She did not find Lucerne. All right, while this is going on, you are still awake and aware and up and kicking in this basement. What do you want
Yep.
to do in here, Ethan?
Okay. I'm gonna skim through the any of the papers that I see around me with the while wearing latex gloves that I brought with me just in case. um and if I don't come across anything that is pertinent to our interests, then I'm going to see if I can get on their network.
When you're looking around the desk, you notice that it's pretty clean. There is a holder for pencils, some tape, and what appears to be a roll of post-it notes. You notice that the roll is about 3/4 of the way empty, and it looks used recently. There's no like residue from where the glue dried or anything.
Okay. Um, did you say that there was like a conspiracy board up? Or did I
There
am I
is, yeah, there is like a cork board, but it is covered by a screen that's pulled down and has a string tied to the little hooking mechanism. So you would have to undo it to see behind it.
Or use the boneyard?
It's not supposed to go unconscious.
Yeah.
Is the screen all the way down?
Yeah, you would have to undo it and raise it up to see what's behind it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like it would be hard to pull back down, right?
Does the knot look complicated?
Yeah, that's the thing. And I'm not very
You've
good
got really
at
high craft. You've got really high craft score. Tying knots would not be hard for you.
Well,
I do not have
from
it
what I
tied.
heard Kenny say, it's tied in a knot so that there's a loop to hook around the hook to keep it down.
Oh, so you just unloop it.
Yeah, just pull the loop off the hook.
No, yeah. I
Or
mean,
just
if it's
be
not like
wet.
tied, yeah. I unloop it and slowly let it up.
As fun as it would be to declare that this was tied in 2 half hitches, so we had to do some hot untying action, I think I will skip past our knots class for the day.
Yeah, we're not playing werewolf.
Okay.
Okay. So you undo the knot and
That
lift
M
the
rating
screen.
today.
Behind it is a cork board. The cork board has a map of Whispering Peaks on it.
Mm-hmm.
You see 10 sites picked out with pins. One with a big pin with a red flag that looks to be the area where where the warehouse was, and the other pins in a rough circle spreading out from there. The areas that you guessed are not completely accurate, but they're pretty close. Really, really close.
Tibbs.
I take a picture and send it to Delilah.
I'm not done.
Sorry. Sorry.
So each of the pins has post-it notes scattered around it with various observations, little notes and date ranges. In the corner of the board, there is a calendar set up. which is set to January of 2024.
Okay. When I look over the notes, what am I seeing? Like, like we're talking like ritual specs? Are we talking just uh like behavior or like population density patterns, like how busy it is during this time frame and stuff like that?
Yeah, you're seeing things like his observations of the area, various date ranges, suggestions for different works of art to go with. It looks as though this is where he's basically keeping uh, his stream of consciousness planning at.
Straightforward question: does at any point he list names of potential victims, or is he killing people who happen to be nearby?
Some of them have names. Most of them do not.
Any of the ones that haven't happened yet, do they have names?
The ones that haven't happened yet have a lot more notes. He's got, looks like a couple dozen candidates for each one.
Hey,
Tibbs, we can't hear
you're
you.
quiet.
Sorry. Any repeat names, like site 1 has this name and that name is also on site 3 or anything
No.
like that?
Okay.
Perfect. I have an idea. So yeah, so I take a picture on my phone. Marionette. Swarm. I am going to shuffle all of his notes randomly and put them precisely in recreating his where everything is precisely, but with random notes.
That makes sense to me. All right, make your rolls.
Okay. All right, so over here. All right, so we have my dot synergy plus 6, and then I'm gonna pop the pyre flame. Yeah, that'll put me at. So I'm spending two plasm to be able to do many targets with this.
Nice roll.
Alrighty, with an exceptional success, you get back half of it when you end the hunt without resolving.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it would be 1 for the activation and then 2 for the swarm. So 3 in total right now.
So you've made the roll to activate the marionette.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you activate multiple things at once. Well, I mean, like, I'll let you mess with multiple things at once because you have the swarm.
Yeah, it's up to size equal to my dots in the marionette.
I'm thinking of whether you would need a die roll for this. Actually,
Dex
yeah.
plus crafts.
What was that?
Dex plus crafts to
That
make it
makes
look
sense.
make it look consistent. Or what was the art one?
I
Expression.
have expression.
I think
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah. I'll let you do that. Yeah.
So it looks the same on a glance.
Mhm. One success.
All right, you've managed it. The notes are shuffled randomly and placed in exactly the same spots that notes had been before.
Okay. And from here, I guess I'll see if I can jump on his network and with the ghost laptop, see if I can get access to his PC.
All right. Roll me intelligence plus computer.
Hack the mainframe. Sorry.
One success.
All right. He's got Windows 95, so it's not that difficult to get remote access to his PC.
Okay.
Thing's been out of service for so long, there's probably a laundry list of exploits that are just known.
The PC has Minesweeper and Solitaire installed,
Mm-hmm.
and appears to be mainly used to hold various pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the pictures folder, it's like random family photos, random things he took photos of with his phone, things like that. Nothing major. Other than that, the only other thing that you saw was a notepad document on the desktop titled reminder.txt.
Yeah, I kind of gotta open that.
Mm-hmm.
That said, desk key, favorite book.
Okay. There's
So,
nothing. Is there anything else of note on here?
nope, you bypassed that puzzle. So
Okay.
Fuck.
I
I
delete
forgot
system.
you guys had anything like that, like lockpicking.
I delete system 32.
Fair enough. It's a shitty old computer, and now it doesn't work. Is
A
there
mild
anything?
inconvenience to waste his time.
Yep.
Is there anything else you wanted to look at while you were here? There were the
I
bookshelves, the calendar, the washer and dryer.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the calendar and the washer and dryer.
The washer and dryer doesn't really have much to note.
Mm-hmm.
They're empty at the moment, but the calendar does that is set up on the cork board does seem to be used to plan various events. You see today's date circled with in pen, and the remark written down says the death of Major Pearson.
Which one was Major Pearson?
You don't remember one offhand.
Bet we're about to hear about one.
Okay.
Hey, we're not the only people able to work with this information.
Yeah, I'll point to the today's date on the calendar and ask Screamer if that means anything to him.
Let's see.
He's been living here for some amount of time. There's a non-zero chance you might know a person named Major Pearson. If not, tell Delilah.
Hmm.
Or just text the crew. We've got a historian.
Actually, oh god. Check the calendar ahead to see if there are anything like that. I don't know if he's got multiple of these planned.
Well, I mean, he obviously does.
Yes, but if he has a specific date planned for a future murder,
Hmm.
or if he's doing these one at a time.
Is that our car alarm?
Do you
I
like me to
don't
go
hear
check?
anything.
Hold on a sec. I'll go check. Be right back.
Thank you.
It was not us.
Okay.
Truck down the way. Sorry about that. All right. So what did I miss?
Nothing yet.
But yeah, I'll also, of course, like skim through the calendar and whatnot through um
Future months.
for yeah future months, see what and note what dates are marked.
You notice that there are circled dates roughly every 2 weeks.
Oh.
The next circle's date has "Know Thyself" written on it.
Interesting.
Hey, great. We actually know what to do about that. Go back to the cork board in your memory, not the one you've just fucked up.
Mhm.
And remember which one of those had Know Yourself listed as a potential art piece for that.
Yeah, I mean, I took a picture of it too, so
Yeah, and you looked at it just a few minutes ago, so I'm not going to have you roll for that. That
Mhm.
would have been an option for murder number 7.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back to the others. They're
Okay.
scattered. Nathan's in the garage. Ty is in the hallway leading to the mortuary. And
Lucerne.
Lucerne. Yeah, for a second I blinked out, couldn't remember her name. Lucerne is still in the front room.
Has the old lady gone back up, or are they still searching for the source of the noise?
After a few moments, it appears that the woman in residence has left the front room and gone back upstairs.
Okay. So, straightforward question. Is the door between the house and the mortuary locked on one side or locked on both sides? As in, you need a key both ways, or is it locked from the business side and have like a little turny bit on the house side?
Both sides are locked, but the locks are from the inside of the door. You can unlock the door out of the house and into the hallway, but not the door, but not the other door without going underneath it.
Okay. So what I guess what I'm asking is there a key or a turny button thing on the Lucerne side of the door right now?
There would be a keyhole on her side of the door. Yeah.
So a
So
turny
keyholes
button
on both
yours.
sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to turn the turny button thing.
Yeah. I said that the door locked from your side. So
Great.
yeah.
Great. Sorry, I was having a minute. And I wave over to Lucerne, who is presumably unfolded after they were sure it was safe.
All right. Nathan, are you rejoining the group too?
Yes, I have finished my fuckery in the garage.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to make this a two-parter because it is 7:53.
Okay.
This was always going to be huge.
Oh, hey, wait. There's no ghosts in the garage, right?
No.
I don't think there are any ghosts inside this house explicitly because we would have been detecting them.
Except
are
for the
ghosts inside
hundreds
the
of
place.
ghosts. Yeah,
Place of business. Absolutely. And
exactly.
so excited for next week about that.
Yeah.
All right, so since we're doing a two-parter, let's not do our aspirations yet.
Are we allowed to spend XP?
I will allow that, yes.
Are you sure we can't do aspirations then?
Why?
Because we would really like the XP.
It's sitting on a small mountain of it.
Sure, okay. Just do your aspirations and then write up another one.
All right.
Whatever.
All
All
right.
right, who wants to go first?
I will.
Go ahead.
Drill the hole. We have taken a step towards that by getting a map.
Yep.
Grow the crew. We have taken a step towards that. I don't remember how, but I know we did.
How?
You're working on getting the eye out of jail.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Find out more about the Hungry Eye. Definitely did that. Make like RFK and invert the food pyramid. Well, I'm about to attempt to feed him to his ghosts. So I think I've taken a step towards that.
Sure.
Return a deed to someone in need. Step and clear.
Yep.
Perfect.
You want to finish this off, Tibbs?
Sure.
All right. Get scouted for college hockey. I was assistant coach for the winners of the game that led us to the playoffs. So I think that's a pretty big deal. Something we could put on the old resume.
Yep.
Which certainly wouldn't help on tying up loose ends. Anyways, find a way to put the Undertaker underground. Well, I've got a very nice knife. And also, I'm in his house with all of his notes. We know where he's going to be 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
Go find that one sword. Waggle, waggle. Win the big game. We did! And I'm going to put a step on get the changelings out safely because so far they're all still fun.
True.
Say the
Alrighty.
line.
Okay. World's record speed run. Step and clear.
Woo!
19
Congratulations.
fucking beats.
18.
No, you get an increment 1 beat,
Which will take it to
Right.
18, and then you get the 8.
and then you get 18 beats for clearing it. So that will be a grand total of 19 beats.
Okay. Okay. Seasons don't fear the Reaper. Well, we are directly working with people who have contact with the seasons. They have made deals and contracts with them. So I think that is a step in the right direction for building rapport with the seasons.
Fair enough.
Tying up loose ends. Well, in all seriousness, getting all this all the information on the serial killer here is gonna do wonders for Ty's mental health, because now we'll have a bit more of a path forward.
Also, I won the big game.
And Ty won the big game.
Fair enough.
Sketch the underworld. Well, I may not have been the underworld, but I definitely did some sketching today.
You also got your hands on a map of a significant portion of the underworld.
Yep. And
I
then
find that fair enough.
Yoink definitely did a lot of yoinking today. Grabbed a lot of information and caused a lot of problems for this guy, I hope.
And that's also fair enough.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for spending some time with us today, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for the second part of this episode.
Yeah.
Woo!
Bye,
Thank you,
everybody.
everybody.